Welcome to AnnexedDinnerTable. I'm Cassandra, and today I'm going to be opening Terraforming Mars. Terraforming Mars puts you in control of a company that is looking to sustain life on Mars. Well, let's open it. Before I open it, let me look at the artwork. I really enjoy the outside, which has this terrain-like feeling of Mars, or what I've seen pictures of Mars looking like, and then it's almost like this window in one of those dome things that you see for pods and what they would look like, to this picture of what Mars might look on it. It's very nice. It's got some people in it. Now, let's actually look inside. Okay, so it's just a big empty thing. We have a whole bunch of different cubes. We've got some small ones in black, blue, green, yellow, and red, as well as some larger ones in gold, white, and silver. And then some that seem to escape the bag, littler ones that are in a bronze. We have 2 decks of cards, some extra bags, 2, 3, 5 player mats, single-sided only, some punch-outs that have already punched out, which means probably will be very easy to continue to punch the rest of them out, since those came out just by knocking around as I moved it from place to place. The rule book, I really like that it's got a different picture than the front, but still with the same theme. I love that it has a table of contents. Overview. So all in all, it's 16 pages, but some of that is illustrations and examples and just game variants, symbols to help you without a resource card or something. Okay. The board, and then as I mentioned, there were some punch outs that had already been starting to be punched. So there's 2 of them. They look double-sided. Some of them are double-sided, so the water isn't. But the other ones are these earth, the landscape type ones. Oh, those are super easy to punch. These ones, and then these are just more of those earth, tree, and landscape ones. Well, let me punch all of these out and open the rest of this stuff and see what it all looks like. So I've punched everything out and opened all of the card decks. There were a lot. There were the 2 decks. Most of them ended up being for this deck. I'm hoping we kind of split it into more than one. It's got this back, which is really cool. It's like a planet, but no planet that we've ever really seen, that's got this Mars scape that's being overtaken by water and greenery with a black background of stars. It's very pretty, but it's thick. It is thick. I'm always I wish that we could make them a little smaller. I know this gives a lot of variations to grab, but it is so hard to shuffle a deck like this. I'm looking at some of them. We have different symbols in the corner. So this one is a leaf, a down, sort of building. See, this one's got some energy. And then it just has a name, plus what it's doing. Some of them have some extra things, but and then there were beginner corporations, 5 of them, which had a black and white image with Earth, Mars, and then a moon. and this is who you're gonna be. You must start with 4 ME. Instead of choosing from 10 cards during setup, you get 10 cards for free, and they all are the same, so that's cool. But the better ones are the ones that are in color, so you can see the whole thing in color now. And these ones offer different options. So this is Credit Core. You start with 57 money after you pay for a card or standard project with the basic cost of 20 or more. You gain 4. Eco Line. There's a whole bunch of different ones that all are going to have different effects, which really does allow for some diverse gameplay, I'm hoping. And then we had some cards that helped you through the phases. So it was a little different than I've seen them done before. There was 2 sets. And the main difference is they're not double-sided. And you have one for, there's 4 of them. So 1 is generation, 2 is tiles, 3 is general, and 4 is endgame scoring. It's kind of a lot that you have to keep 4 other cards that you're not really using around you. And then moving to the punch-outs, as I mentioned earlier, we had these ones which had like a landscape in Mars with like a dome for life to actually be sustainable in there. And then when you flipped it over, there was this greenery taking place instead, and there's like a little spot there for like a tile or a cube of some sort to be placed there. And on this one also. And then we had the waters ones, which were the same. We had a first player token and then just a Mars Earth token. Then we moved to these double-sided ones. So they all had this sort of brownish look with different symbols. You know, hazardous, some sort of industrial builder, some paw prints. And then on the other side, they had different things, some of them being good, some being bad. So like the hazardous one blows up, it seems like. That's no good. But like this paw print, a river seems to start. So just various ones. And then we had this white one that just seems different than all the rest in color and in the fact that there's just nowhere to put a little player piece there until you flip it over. Looking at the player pieces, we had just some regular cubes in 5 different colors for players, and then we had some ones that had some like shine. So we had these large gold ones, some medium silvers, and then some small bronze. It was really interesting that in addition to the color, they are also different sizes. So it's just an extra like, oh, I really want this one because it's gold and it's bigger. And then as I also mentioned, we had 3 large white cubes. I'm interested in what they're used for because they're not going to be player scoring or anything like that. And there's only 3, which is a very small number compared to what everything else is. Let's take a look at the player boards next. Player boards, you're tracking 6 different things, it looks like, and there's actually not a lot that I can tell you about it from just here, except for the fact that it looks like you're just tracking 6 different things. Now let me look at the board next. So this is the board. We've got a standard score tracker around the outside. We do have this planet that those tokens that we're able to flip and the water ones are able to go on to. And then we have some other types of trackers. So a temperature tracker here, some more trackers here, and then what things you're like looking to do and to buy. So 14 makes you change the temperature and is an asteroid. And then we've got milestones and different awards down here. It's a nice looking board. Seems very minimal in terms of what is necessary to put on it. Not a lot of extra like splash. Well, let's put it all back in the box. So that was what was in the box of Terraforming Mars. I'm super excited to break into that rule book. There's a single player option, which I really enjoy, just because sometimes I want to sit down with a game all by myself, not worrying about other people and explaining all the rules to them. If there's any other games that I should look at that have really good single player options, let me know down in the comments. As always, if you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get reminders of our newest videos.